Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading for the 23rd and the 24th of January 2020. A little bit of astrological news. On the 23rd, which is Saturday, the moon south of Pleiades star cluster in the evening. And on Sunday, I think I'll say that a bit better, moon south of Pleiades star cluster in evening. And then on Sunday the 24th, moon north of bright star Aldebaran in Taurus in the evening. Some of you will know what that means. Rejoice in the astrological news. Couple of our 1144 random, interesting and fun facts that you need to know. Chewing gum when cutting onions prevents you from tearing up, as it forces you to breathe through your mouth. Really? I'm not recommending any of these, by the way. Honey is the only food that doesn't spoil. Again, really? Isn't there another one? What about dried fruit? Coca-Cola only sold 25 bottles in its first year. Today it sells 1.8 billion bottles a day. There are no genuinely blue foods. I know. Foods that appear blue, such as blueberries, are often a shade of purple. I mean, okay. It takes 12 bees, a lifetime of work, to create a teaspoon of honey. And there used to be horse-sized ducks. Yes, you heard that right. Ducks the size of a horse. Ooh, contact lens issues. Called Dromornithidae, roaming around present-day Australia 50,000 years ago. Oh my God, a duck the size of a horse. I love ducks, by the way. I love ducks. Ducks are comedy birds. They're great. Okay. Let's have a looky. See, I'm using the Lightseers Tarot. Loads of you in the comments section have just said how much you like this. And some of you have said, you know, I wasn't expecting to like this. Same here. I wasn't either. I know, because I'm a bit traditional with my tarot. You know, I'm a big fan of the Rider-Waite. I really like the Morgan Greer. I'm quite old school. And I was like, oh, can I cope with this? Yes, there's something about it that really works. Wow. Oof. Right, we're doing reversals today. You might wish we weren't. There's quite a lot of them. Actually, some of them I like in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's look at it in the upright because it's so gorgeous. Here is the 10 of Wands carrying this heavy load, and it's often about responsibility and obligation, and particularly for me, if 10 of Wands is coming up for you a lot, you are taking on the duties of others. It's not just that you're piling on too much for yourself. It's that it belongs to someone else. Okay, and I'm getting that vibe. So the phrase that just came into my head was, who are you picking up for? Nice. Not allowed to say that on YouTube, so I won't, but okay. If you were, you know, what do they call those bags that you pick up dog mess in, you know, dog poo bags? Whose stuff are you putting in your dog bag? That's it. You know, you're poop scooping for someone else's stuff. Sorry again if you are eating your breakfast. I know that a lot of you eat your breakfast and watch this, or maybe have a nice piece of cake and a cup of tea. So I'm going to apologise for that in advance. We will move on from that metaphor, but you get what I'm saying. This is about keeping your side of the street clean and not hopping over to theirs. Because the 10 of Wands in reverse is like a sort of a surrender. It's a dropping of the wands, a dropping of the baskets. It's like, oh, I have tried so hard to keep up with you. I have done X, Y, and Z. I have tried to fix this. I have come to your aid in so many ways, and I am done. I like the 10. I like 10s actually in general, because they are a sense of completion. You know, you've kind of been along all of the Wands stuff. And the 9 of Wands, remember, is feeling defensive. You know, the 9 of Wands, you're all tense and defensive, and you're like, I will build this fortress around me and this won't happen anymore. And then 10 of Wands, you're like, oh, stop it. It's already happened. The worst has happened. And even if it hasn't, I don't care. Bring it on. Stick a fork. I'm done. It's that. Okay. And there is a liberation in that energy. It's dropping the broom. It's, stopping reaching over to help someone else. 4 of Swords in reverse. And this releases a lot of obligation, maybe a lot of physical tension. It certainly helps you to feel less anxious. And it's kind of, I don't know, it creates a space. I think it will take a couple of days, or maybe, I don't know, days, weeks, I don't know what it is. It'll take a little period of adjustment, because the other thing I get from this reading is that sometimes we forget about ourselves by doing things for other people. Now, I am not knocking altruism, okay? Obviously, I'm not. But sometimes we catch ourselves occupying ourselves with other people's duties, often quite overbearing people whose energy is quite jangly, in order to hide from what's going on with us. And that might be a part of this, okay? 7 of Swords, look at that. What a 7 of Swords that is. Now, 7 of Swords, the Thief card. Increasingly, as I'm reading tarot, okay, and it's been a while, but you know, you're learning all the time. 7 of Swords shows up not just because someone's trying to, it always does indicate that there is something, you know, strange things afoot at the Circle K, as Bill and Ted said. But it does indicate shenanigans of some kind, but also 7 of Swords can indicate that you need to maneuver in the dark yourself, that you need to perhaps come at this left field, that you don't necessarily want to confront something head on, that you need to act politically with a small p, choose your moment, play your cards close to your chest, don't blab the farm. It's that kind of energy, okay? And I like it. And I think it goes hand in hand with the 10 of Wands in reverse. Do you know what? It's so weird. I've got terrible allergies at the moment as well. And I was going to say, wow, we didn't get 2 10s because I didn't recognise that was a 10. But we did. We get 2 10s as we always do on Gemstone Tarot. Excuse the nails, I know. There are no words. No words. 10 of Pentacles. In the end, and we talked about this I think yesterday, Jam tomorrow, it builds a more secure future. It's just a bit tricky disengaging from this act with somebody, from the act of giving, okay? We've got the 6 of Pentacles, and you remember this card in the Rider-Waite is arms to the poor, okay? The person that you're dealing with, or the situation that you're dealing with, and this can be like a boss or somebody at work where you're being required, especially in the weird working environments we're in, you're being required to give more than you should be. And somehow you're supposed to feel guilty about that. It's that kind of energy. It's good to give, okay? And empaths and, you know, all kinds of people like to give. But this is just, the energy of it has to be good. You've got to feel good giving. I feel like there is a certain resentment with this, with that 10 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Swords. And it may be time to rein it in, okay? We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah. When you get the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, because we've got it along with the World and the Hierophant over here, which we've had a lot. Hierophant can be bosses, organisations, you know, it can be spiritual leaders, it can be someone you follow or admire. And this person might be one of those kinds of people. But nevertheless, this is about you. And it's about you in a certain way, slightly bucking the system and saying, yeah, I know, but I'm not available at the moment. It's that kind of energy. I think it's the energy of learning to say no. The world. A new cycle. A world in which you say no more often. Okay? Woof. Let's have an oracle card. I like this reading. I think it's quite positive. Positive weekend readings. Oh, I love that one. Regeneration. I dream of electric trees. I love this. This is literally growing something out of scorched earth. You may have to scorch the earth first. Not literally. Not literally. Yeah, I do. I want one of these ones. What were they called? Oh, the Shaman Oracle ones. I told you yesterday, and the box is all the way over there, and I fear that I will fall off my chair and lose my microphone if I reach over and get it. I'll be using them anyway, so I'll tell you what they are another day. Itchy nose. The Vision Quest. Ooh. I'm just going to look at it for a minute, actually. To me, this looks like the moon. And also with the Ten of Pentacles, if you look at this card, okay, look at that orb. Look at that orb. Look at those. And look at that, okay? And then also the orbs of the coins. I feel like this is to do with the Ten of Pentacles, a vision which is very much solid. It's earthy, it's pentacly, it's driven, and it might be to do with money, okay? Probably not the meaning of that card. They were probably not thinking economics, but I'm picking that up. And also, I don't mean like maybe big money or whatever. It's like, it's what money represents. It's the energy of remuneration. Particularly if this is a work issue, you're not being paid what you deserve, okay? Make your quest the vision of being properly paid and properly treated. That's weird. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.